Today I want to encourage you to dream about you. I'm Steve Grossman. And the fact of the matter is, many of us think about ourselves a lot. We all do it. We know others do it. We try not to do it. We don't want to be too self-centered. But I want to encourage us actually to go maybe where we've never gone before. There's a model for visualizing about ourselves that I want to share with you today, and I want to point you in the direction of dreaming about yourself. And so I'm going to use this drawing here of a window. I know it's not to scale. And so I wanted to say that the first quadrant, I'm going to put a number 1 in there. The first quadrant is what we know about ourselves that no one else knows. So these are our inner thoughts. Now, some of them are going to be, deep, dark secrets, but that's not really the point I'm focusing on. I'm just talking about the things that we know about ourselves that others don't know because they couldn't know. We haven't talked to them about it. We haven't shown up that way at work or whatever it may be, that are just unknowns to the world around us, but they're our own personal thoughts. They're our understanding of ourself, our realizations, our self-image, our self-perception. It goes on and on and on. Self. Now, this is all very important, by the way, because this is also where self-protection comes from. We're very interested in our safety, our interests, our wants, our needs, desires. So this is important, right? And of course, this brushes up against number 2, which would be the things we know about ourselves that others do know. And so, we can think about our coworkers. They know a lot about us by the things that we do, the way we speak, the way we do our work. Like, oh yeah, Bill, he's great at this. Well, how do you know that? Well, just look at the work he does. It's just so evident that Bill is great at XYZ, right? So these are things that we know about ourselves, and everybody around us also knows about. So the first one is what we know about ourselves but others don't. Second one is what we know about ourselves and others know about us. Number 3 is what others know about us but we don't. Now, again, I don't want to go into, something weird or scary here, but just the point that there are often things that people observe about us, and I want to say on the positive side, that we don't know about ourselves, right? We might get approached about a promotion at work. Hey, we were thinking about you for XYZ. And we think, I never even thought about that. And their response is, what do you mean? It's just so obvious. You do this well, you do that well, you do this well, and that. And we just knew that you would therefore be great at, hadn't really thought about that. Or, if someone just says, yeah, I notice you do this all the time. And we're like, really? I do that, right? So this could be small things or big things, but things we know about ourselves and no one else does, things we know about ourselves and everyone else does, those around us also know. 3 would be the things others know about us that we don't. But what I want to focus on is the 4th quadrant. And I'm putting a question mark here because this is the part of us that no one knows about. It's the part that's been unexplored, it's been untapped, it's been unthought of, it's been undreamed of, or unbelieved in. So maybe we thought, well, maybe one day I could. No, there's no way I could do that. Or maybe one day I could do that, and no, there's no way you'll be good at that. You shouldn't do that. No, that's a stupid idea. Okay, fine, I won't. Or maybe, well, I tried that once. No one seems to notice that but it's here. It's in us. And that's what I want to encourage you to dream about. I want to encourage you to think about. Because you know who knows a lot about this? God. And we all have parts of us, lots of parts of us, big parts of us, big chunks of us that we have no idea are in us. They're laying dormant. They're laying untapped. We haven't even thought about it. And a lot of the reasons I just pointed out a minute ago is that we've discounted the idea of thinking about it. So I'm not talking about this from a selfish standpoint that you need to think about you all the time. But what I'm saying is, what are those dormant dreams? What are those what ifs? What are those if onlys? What are those, wouldn't it be amazing if? And I want to encourage you to go there. Because I know in my own experience, personally, but then also professionally, that God is often encouraging us to go a little bit beyond what we believed for. Sometimes a lot of it beyond, but usually just a little bit outside of our comfort zone into a new zone, a little bit outside the box, but right next to the box, but still outside the box. Into those what ifs, maybe, what would happen if that would be kind of cool if. And we need to go there, and we need to be open to God leading us there, because he often is. One of the things I say is that God moves in the dare. And what I'm talking about is dare to think and dream and imagine and hope and expand your thoughts and ideas about yourself, your life, the things that you could do, should do, want to do, etc. So I hope this is helpful to you. I know that you're going to explore and expand your mind and find amazing things that God wants you to do and be a part of, because that's his story for every human. And that most certainly includes you. Hope this has been helpful. Thanks.